The pursuit of productivity has become an obsession. Everyone wants to accomplish more in less time. But what does productivity mean to you? Is it about getting things done or getting closer to your goals? This is a very important question to answer if you don't want to get stuck doing mindless busy work or get trapped by the wave of distraction seeking to steal your focus. Falling into this trap can hurt your personal goals. In fact, it can lead to overwhelm, frustration, and burnout. On the other hand, true productivity takes you closer to what you actually want out of life. This is because it helps you focus on what's most important to you at every point in time, so you can align your actions with your deepest aspirations. But the problem is, adopting this approach to productivity isn't easy. It requires a certain mindset, consistent practice, and optimal control over certain factors that can either enhance or hinder your progress. So, how do you practice true productivity? How do you use it to overcome the hurdles blocking your path to success? How do you win the day and get closer to your most important goals? In this video, I'll tell you 3 underrated productivity strategies that can help you do just that. 1. Clearly define your goal. This is perhaps the most important aspect of setting yourself up for a productive day. Moreover, having a clear goal lays the foundation for other productivity strategies. So, you need to get this right. Like Lawrence Peter said, if you don't know where you're going, you'll probably end up somewhere else. A mindless start to the day could lead to lack of direction, motivation, and focus. This makes you highly susceptible to distractions and other people's agendas. A well-defined goal helps you prioritize your tasks and makes you less likely to waste time and energy on things that don't contribute to your objective. This clarity also lets you see how close you are to achieving your goal, which can keep you motivated. A great way to apply this strategy is to plan the day the night before by listing the key tasks you want to accomplish the next day. When the day comes, you don't need to spend time thinking about what to do. You already know this. This lets you start the day with a purpose and hit the ground running. 2. Leverage your peak energy hours. We all have a period in the day when we are most energetic and productive. A wise thing to do is to use this time for your most important tasks. Everything you do during the day draws some energy from your body and brain. It doesn't matter whether these activities are important or trivial. As expected, at some point during the day, you might become exhausted, and every task after that becomes harder to do, no matter how significant. This feeling is inevitable, especially when your biological need for sleep kicks in. Imagine using your laptop in a place where you can't charge it. If you use most of its battery for watching shows on Netflix, you might not have enough power left to do the client's work due the next morning. So, how do you identify your most important tasks? There are 2 tools you can use to do this, but before that, you need to make a list of the tasks you think you need to do on the day. The first tool is the 80-20 rule, and the second one is the Eisenhower matrix. The 80-20 rules helps you find the 20% of your tasks that produce 80% of your value, while the Eisenhower matrix helps you prioritize your tasks by urgency and importance. These tools help you identify the tasks that are most important to you and which you should be working on now, especially at your peak productive time of the day. The point is, don't wait till you're tired before doing what matters most. 3. Create an environment that propels you in the direction of your goal. Someone once said, if you want to change your life, change your environment. I cannot agree more. When we think about productivity, it's common to focus on our willpower, motivation, and ability. However, we often overlook one critical factor that can either help us succeed or stand in our way: our environment. The way we design our environment is like making a choice between racing against a headwind or running with a tailwind. When we race against a headwind, we have to put in more effort and energy to move forward. This can slow us down and make it harder to reach the finish line. On the other hand, when we run with a tailwind, the wind pushes us forward. This helps us move faster with less effort. In a nutshell, a bad environment hinders our productivity, while a good one makes it easier to achieve more in less time and with less effort. So, remove the bottlenecks in your workflow. Make sure your tools are always accessible, so you don't have to first hunt for them before starting your work. And also, surround yourself with positive and supportive people who share your goals and values. The point is, your environment should be a catalyst for success, not an obstacle. True productivity isn't about ticking off tasks, but harnessing our time, energy, and resources to achieve the things we actually want out of life. In a world where everything and everyone wants our attention now, staying on track requires intentional focus. To practice true productivity, do the following. 1. Clearly define your goals. 2. Use your peak energy hours on your most important tasks. 3. Create an environment that propels you in the direction of your goal. Remember, productivity isn't just about doing more, it's about doing more of what matters. Hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.